Hey guys, welcome back. We are here once again with another online content for you guys. Today I tried to do something a little different, and we're going to talk about something that has happened recently, something that you may or may not have heard about. So let's take a look. What are we talking about today? We're talking about UFOs. Woo! Yay. What are UFOs? Well, we'll see. So let's begin. Today we will see words in action, UFOs. We're going to talk about the UFOs. We're going to do some watching for understanding one more time, watching 2, the return of the understanding, and some talk time. All right. So let's go. Let's go on to words in action real quick. We have, to begin there, we have unidentified, which is just as it sounds in Portuguese, okay? Something that is not identified. So, translating would be não identificado, right? Then we have flying. Flying is an adjective. That means something that flies, something that has wings or not, but flies. Then we have object. Should be fairly easy to understand what an object is. Anything can be an object. This is an object. This is an object. Anything is an object, right? UFO. What is a UFO? Well, it's those 3 words right there. It's an identified flying object. That's what we call a UFO. In Portuguese, we say OVNI, objeto voador não identificado. In English, unidentified flying object, or UFO. Then we have a hoax. Repeat after me, hoax. What is a hoax? Well, it's like this guy up there, right? A hoax is something that is fake, usually in order to get some kind of money, to generate some kind of tourist traffic. That is the Loch Ness monster, right? Monstro do Lago Ness. And after the whole legend was spread out about the Loch Ness monster, people noticed it was just a stunt, a hoax. It was fake. And it was done so the little town where the lake is based would get more tourists. And they did. So it was a successful hoax. It was a big, big lie, and it works. Then we have the Navy. The Navy is like the Brazilian Marinha, right? So it's a branch of the armed forces that deal with stuff at sea or anything related to bodies of water. But the thing is, the Navy also has planes, right? They have airplanes. We'll see why that's important in a second. Then we have the Pentagon. What is the Pentagon? It's this guy right here. And the Pentagon is pretty much the headquarters. It's the main place for the United States Armed Forces. So that's where most of the military power of the United States is concentrated. Then we have the DOD. What is the DOD? The DOD is the Department of Defense. It's a department of the government of the United States that deals with danger and threats and military and things like that. Then we have footage. What does footage mean? Footage is any piece of filmed media. So a video on YouTube is footage. The video you make on your phone, that's footage. VHS tapes, movies, that's all footage. It's all video. It's all film. Then we have classified. This is not, this is a false friend. So classified does not mean classificado. In Portuguese, classified means secret. É secreto. All right? So if something is classified, it means it's secret. Let's go on to today's lesson. So we're going to talk about UFOs. Look at that. Is that a UFO? It looks weird. It's flying over the clouds. What is that? I think it's a UFO. But is it? We have here a video by our friend. First things first, right? We have a video here of a good friend of mine. And first, a warning. There might be some strong language. Okay, so be advised, it's not that strong, but just so you guys are warned. And let's go on. This is a video by this really cool guy called Captain Disillusion, and he deals with hoaxes and stuff on YouTube. So let's take a look at Captain Disillusion's video on UFOs and computer imagery, CGI. Let's take a look. Let me dim the lights here for a second. And go. Whoop, let me just, there we go.
Greetings, children. Captain Disillusion here. Today I thought we'd slow things down and talk about... Whoa, what the hell is that? It's some sort of alien craft floating in the distance. Is that real? Well, we can't be sure. It's important to keep an open mind. Let's pass the video around the internet a million times and argue about personal anecdotes in the comments. That's my impression of you. I'm sorry. It's just the end of the year and I'm a little jumpy. Thank you, Zaphroid. Back to your pen. Back. Good boy. Believe it or not, video views are a limited resource. When you're watching something stupid, you're not watching something cool. And you've only got 28,000 days of an average human lifespan to watch everything you're ever gonna see. So why do over 700,000 of you choose to waste them on watching this?
A video called Huge UFO over India filmed from airplane window shows a UFO filmed from an airplane window. It's not shaped like a flying saucer because that's just what they'd want you to think, and after floating peacefully for a few seconds, it descends and disappears under the canopy of clouds.
When I first saw this video, my reaction was something like, and when I saw the view count, I was like, but then, below in the comments, I saw something that made me go,
Most people don't actually seem to believe the video is real. But their explanation for what they're seeing usually comes down to 3 letters. CGI. You keep using that word. I don't think it means what you've become accustomed to define it as. Let's get to know the industry terminology. This is computer-generated imagery. It's stuff that's constructed, animated, lit, and rendered entirely inside the computer by a team of talented young artists with cute Nordic accents. I don't know what to say. Look at them, they're so adorable! This is special effects, mechanical stuff and pyrotechnics that happen on the movie set. This is visual effects, stuff that happens in post. This is a subset of visual effects called compositing. And this is a subset of amateur compositing called shitty garbage view grubbing UFO bullshit.
wait a minute, rather than me trying to explain it, I've got something around here. No. Here it is. I've got a tape of my favorite TV show, which explains all about this particular art form.
UFO videos soar high in views with each new social media platform, but the techniques for faking them are as old and played out as MySpace. Every UFO fake starts as an idea in the mind of its creator. This up-and-coming hoax artist finds his inspiration on a standby flight to Atlantic City. He begins by carefully filming a background image called a plate, which will become the foundation of the composite shot. He then gathers assets from which to generate the object that will be fashioned into the UFO, and takes the rest of the evening to clear his mind and prepare for the challenging digital work ahead. The hoaxer uses specialized photo retouching software to fashion the images he gathered into potential spaceship designs. Then selects one that seems to best match the lighting in the background plate. He inserts the ship into the background plate and links it to the tracked motion of the clouds. When he animates a mask to create the illusion of the ship disappearing into the clouds, he discovers a mistake. The clouds were tracked at the wrong depth, causing the ship to slide unrealistically. But that's okay. He knows that the audience won't notice or care. Their desire to believe the UFO is real will automatically endow the video with the necessary level of realism. They'll probably even interpret ordinary optical artifacts, such as the flare from the sun being refracted into tiny dots by the glass in the window, as orbs escorting the mothership. As a final touch, the hoaxer adds camera defects, flashes, and shaking to the image. It may seem counterintuitive for an object filmed with a modern, high-resolution, auto-stabilized sensor to somehow become more difficult to see when it's larger, but this is a time-honored tradition of hoax culture and continues to be preserved. Now it's time to upload the finished video to the internet, tag it with appropriate keywords, and promote it to people who might find it interesting. With the hard work completed, the hoaxer carefully monitors the view count on his masterpiece and is rewarded as it quickly swells to an impressive size. Passion for the paranormal, dedication to the craft of fakery, and a little bit of talent beam the creator of this UFO video up to a place in history.
Very well, very well. Whoop. So guys, now we know some things, okay? I hope you guys learned something from the video, what CGI means, what visual effect means. That'll be in the homework, okay? So some things we learned. UFOs, unidentified flying objects, can be created with CGI rather easily. People want to believe in the fantastical. When you post videos and things, people automatically want to believe it's real. And most UFO videos are hoaxes, right? It's just they're made for fun. People do it. And wait, most, not all of them? Exactly. So what happened in the past couple of weeks is that the Pentagon has released footage of real UFOs. Yes, real UFOs. They said these are real. This is the Pentagon. This is the main branch of the U.S. Armed Forces. And they said that these images were recorded by Navy fighter jets, so airplanes from the Navy during training. They were training and they saw these things. They had previously been leaked in 2017, but the DoD, the Department of Defense, wanted to confirm that these images were real. So what you guys are about to see is an actual real footage from airplanes, from Navy fighter jets. All right, let's take a look once again. For watching to The Return of the Understanding, let me dim the lights again and see if you can understand everything. There's a lot of colloquial talk, informal talk from the pilots. Let's pay attention. This one is subtitled. Let's take a look.
First thing is it had no wings, so you think, okay, it's a helicopter. Well, there's no rotor wash in the water, there's no rotors, and when helicopters move side to side, they kind of slow and then they pick up speed going the other way. This was extremely abrupt, like a ping pong ball bouncing off a wall. It would hit and go the other way and change directions at will. and then the ability to hover over the water and then start a vertical climb from basically 0 up towards about 12,000 feet, and then accelerate in less than 2 seconds and disappear is something I had never seen in my life.
Roger. There's troubleshooting as soon as I get.
Did you box moving target? No, I took an auto track. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh, dude. Wow, look at that, man. Look at it fly. Dude, that is a fucking drone, bro. There's a whole fleet of them. Look on the ASA. My gosh. They're all going against the wind. The wind's 120 knots from the west. Look at that thing, dude. That's not our LNS though, is it? It's not. That is the LNS, dude. Well, if there's like... Look at that thing! It's rotating.
Cool stuff. So, just to confirm real quick, these there are real image of UFOs. So these are actual unidentified flying objects. It does not mean, however, that there are aliens. Just because you saw something unidentified flying, it does not mean it's aliens. It could be, like the guy said, it could be a drone. We don't know. It was investigated, but we never really find out what it was. Everything we know is that it's UFOs. These things are unidentified, right? And next we have basically no one cares, because there are other more important things to worry about right now. People are not really convinced that this is aliens, and if it was, we kind of can't do anything about it, right? You kind of have to stay at home anyway. So let's go on. Talk time. What did you guys think of these images? Like, do you think these are aliens? Did you think the first time you saw real UFOs would be more exciting? I mean, this is just black on white. This isn't really a regular camera. This is an infrared camera. So it's a little weird to even find out what it was. And I guess it's not as exciting as, you know, movies in Hollywood and big flying saucers with lasers. And what do you think about alien life? Are you a believer? Do you think we are not alone in the universe? I'll put these and some other questions on your homework, so be sure to answer that. All right. Let's go on to review. Today we saw Words in Action, where we talk about UFOs. Then we saw Watching for Understanding, Watching 2, Return of the Understanding, and Talk Time. I know it was a little less than usual, but we talked a lot, right? There was a lot to talk about. And I want you guys to experience some other ways of talking, some more conversation, and this is why I did something a little different today. Okay, just quick reminders, stay tuned guys for the instructions from Saya. Remember to do your homework because it counts as attendance, and I will be giving you feedback about all your homework soon. Okay, that's it for today. This is where I sign off. I hope you guys had some fun, and I'll see you guys next online content. All right, have a great weekend, guys. Have a great week ahead, and we'll keep in touch. This is Mr. Victor signing out. Bye-bye.